This is Crystal Fenn with MedPage Today, reporting from the American Stroke Association's International Stroke Conference in San Diego, where researchers led by Dr. Lenore Arab from the University of California, Los Angeles, presented evidence from a meta-analysis that daily tea intake may reduce risk of stroke.
We have been trying very hard to reduce stroke. It is a huge problem in this country, it's a huge problem in this world. Not only the deaths from stroke, but also the morbidity and mortality, the lost work, the rehabilitation, the impact on the family. There are very few ways that we know how to prevent stroke, and so anything that's an actionable item is very exciting. We see that drinking 3 cups of tea actually can reduce risk by 21%, and that is about as large of an impact as we've seen with anything. These are findings from around the world, studies in China, in Japan, in Europe, in the United States, and they are on both green tea and black tea. Across those populations, we see a very systematic, very homogeneous effect that is consistent across populations.
While the researchers said that the meta-analysis may have been limited by the small number of studies available, Dr. Arab said this may be a simple step for patients interested in stroke prevention.
I think most people don't know that both green tea and black tea come from the same plant. There is one plant, Camellia sinensis, and the leaves of that plant are used for both green and black tea. The only difference is basically how long the tea leaves are heat treated to actually inactivate some of the enzymes in those. So they're the same plant. They have basically the same components. A number of different components are being looked at in this regard. Theanine, an amino acid that is present in tea and goes very rapidly directly to the brain. Catechins that are in tea that have been studied for a while and for their effect on other parts. But at this point, we don't know what it is. We see in animal experiments, if we give tea extract prior to inducing a stroke, those animals have a 60% lower volume of the stroke. Their damage is reduced by 60%, whether it is tea extracts, or some of the components that are under study.
So daily intake of black and green tea may help reduce stroke risk by at least a fifth. I'm Crystal Fenn, MedPage Today.